Hello everyone, this is Amanita. Welcome to another pick a pile reading. So today, this is on the inquiry of what do I need to release? I thought that this was pretty timely right now because we're in a balsamic moon phase at the time I upload this, which is a great time for releasing and just surrendering to spirit and all that is in the universe. So we have 3 piles today. In our first pile we have a blue Dalmatian. And for our second pile, we have an orgonite pendant with lapis lazuli and citrine in it. And for our third, we have a dolphin. So the timestamps will be in the description box. Thank you to everyone also who has liked and commented on my videos. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you in your... Hello everyone who chose this blue Dalmatian. So we're doing what do you need to release? So let's see what you have that comes through today. You have hope. So for hope, you might have a lot going on where you're having a lot that you are releasing and you just kind of are in a stage where you do have to have hope and have faith that everything is going to turn out okay at this point, and to not get into pessimistic mindsets right now. Pink opal, yeah, healing the heart too. There might be things, there might be heartbreaks that you've been going through, and it's important right now that you have hope and don't get yourself in a pessimistic mind state or a hopeless mind state in any way, and have hope and have faith that everything will turn out exactly the way it needs to turn out. I'm seeing that there's something that you're have put a lot of your energy and passion into, but you just don't know if you're feeling it anymore. Or also, I'm seeing that there's something that you're putting a lot of your energy and passion into, and it's not reaping the results or reaping the rewards, or if this is a person, they're just not even acknowledging your efforts in some way, because I'm seeing this as you being very, giving a lot of your energy to something, and it just ending up that this being you maybe in the background, where you're just kind of not being appreciated for what all the energy that you've been putting in. And that's why it's important to not get hopeless and not in a hopeless mind state right now, and to have hope. And releasing hopelessness, releasing that feeling of like you're doing things all in vain, and everything that you're putting your energy into isn't worth the time because you're not seeing the results of your efforts right now or immediately. Because you do really want this thing kind of to turn out in your way. So I feel that it's kind of important to release any expectations and of your outcomes. With contemplation, releasing control, just more surrender time, having hope that, not pushing things so much, and just allowing them to be as they are, not trying to force anything. And also to not put all your energy and all your hope and all your faith into something outside of you, whether that's like another person, because I'm seeing for some of you that you've been putting a lot of your energy and a lot of your effort into a person and into a relationship, and it's just not reaping like rewards. Like what I'm seeing is you need to release that expectation on other people and be self-reliant upon what you're manifesting, to really focus on the prosperity, to have more of an abundance mindset, having more hope, feeling more of abundance mindset, and releasing expectations and control of how things gonna come. I do feel that it's important for you to not expect anything, because what you really wish might not come in the way that you expect, and you could be blocking off a lot of your blessings that way by having expectations. So it's about, releasing that control of the outcome. Do go after what you're wanting to go after, but also take time to reflect and relax and allow yourself to receive what you normally wouldn't expect or allow yourself to receive, instead of wanting to control things to be a certain way. I am seeing that whatever this is, it's something that is possibly like something in the unconscious or your subconscious that you're not even aware that you do at this point, or it's something kind of repeating itself in some way with past life experience, and you don't really know why this is occurring right now. This is just something that you're needing to learn a lesson from. You're needing to gain like a little more clarity on, a little bit more contemplation. Like I feel subconscious exploration, but the King of Cups comes up a lot for me when dealing with the subconscious. So I'm feeling like going into your subconscious and seeing what is blocking you, like what is causing you to feel hopeless in this situation. What beliefs do you carry right now? It's a really good time for you to do subconscious work right now and to release any control or expectations on the outcomes or what your prosperity or fortune is going to look like exactly, because you do have some sort of thing that you're trying to manifest or something that's trying to make its way in, but you might be ignoring it because it's not what you're kind of expecting it to be, and that's something that might cause you to feel a sense of no hope. So it's like, stay hopeful, stay optimistic. Because with Warrior Princess, she just has courage to go after what she wants, and she doesn't care about the outcome. She just does it for the thrill of it. So remembering that part of yourself that just does things for the fun of it, for the thrill of it, and not caring about how it's going to turn out is something to right now. Selenite, purifying, clarity, cleansing, and saying like accessing higher knowledge, teacher. Like I'm seeing a sort of energy of Sagittarius, and I'm not saying that you're a Sagittarius, I'm just saying like the archetype of belief, hope, optimism, faith, and that can be in religion, spirituality, your beliefs of your subconscious mind that are running in some way. I'm seeing that kind of energy where there's a need to just have hope and have faith and not be attached to what the outcome is going to look like, so that you don't block your own blessings. So I'm going to roll the dice for you to see. So for pile 1, what does pile 1 need to release? With Taurus energy, Taurus is kind of a stubborn sign, and once it's focused on their own needs and their own wants, their own like desires, it rules your possessions, it rules your worth, your self-worth, and your self-value. So those themes can be coming up for you in a sense where this may have a lot to do with you being stubborn in some way, or that this is in regards to your own worth and value. With 8th house energy, we have things in your subconscious, things that are hidden, things that are taboo, things that are in terms of intimate connections with others as well. It deals with shared resources like other people's money, sex, death, and transformation. So you are kind of going through this process of going into the subconscious and facing those things and kind of rewriting the script. We have South Node energy, and the South Node is your past and what you're familiar with, and we do have past life experience. So this has a lot to do with something that's kind of repeating itself, and it just kind of needs to be broken free from, and just having more hope and not being attached to outcomes, just doing what you love just for the thrill of it, and getting more optimistic, getting more just going with going with being more excited in life, just aiming for something, not caring about the outcome really. So for pile 1, what does pile 1 need to release? Pluto energy is also kind of 8th house energy. It has to do with sex, death, transformation, intimate, like this is like gets to the heart and soul of the matter. So there's something that needs to be completely destroyed in terms of your kind of subconscious beliefs that are running an experience over again. 11th house energy has to do with your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Also has to do with your friendships, like-minded people, groups, and associations. Virgo energy has to do with details, kind of being precise, service-oriented, introspective kind of sign. It does things step by step in a detailed way, very helpful, can be perfectionistic too. So I'm seeing a need to release perfectionism as well in what you're trying to manifest right now and what you're going after creating, is in the sense of like, oh, it's just not my ideal, it's never good enough. And it's just kind of cycle that you tend to repeat a lot, where just something is not good enough for your standards and what you idealized for yourself. So just, there is a need to have hope and to just do things for the thrill of it and not have expectations. And that's what I'm seeing for this pile. So we do have, we have water energy here, we have fire energy, we have earth energy. There isn't really, you know, there's a sense of air too, so we have all our elements in here. And I'm just seeing that need to go in to your subconscious and just completely destroy something, that a program that you've been running off of, in terms of just perfectionism or things just not being good enough or having expectations or too high expectations. There's more of a need to be realistic in what you're trying to manifest and not you have big dreams and big goals, but there's, you know, be more hopeful, be more optimistic and kind to yourself in what you are creating, and not feeling like it's just not good enough, or it's not your ideal, it's not what you wanted. Because, you know, things are blocked from you for a reason, and what is coming in though is something that is going to bring you so much comfort and so much stability. And that is what I'm seeing for you. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you next time. Hello, everyone who chose the Orgonite pendant. So let's see what we have for what you need to release. So we have magic. So with magic, I'm seeing that, okay, I'm seeing a few things. One thing I'm seeing is that there might be a need to protect yourself and do some sort of protection magic in some way, or carry crystals on you that are going to be protective. I'm also seeing that ritual and doing your own kind of spells or magic can be beneficial, as well as like some sort of transmutation, alchemizing process, even in the mind, like a shift of perspective, even in some way. There's just a need to kind of alter something in your life in some way. So you are moving on from something right now, and I feel like you're creating something out of the ashes and out of the dust. You're creating something from this huge ending for you. You're beginning to really emerge something. I feel you're putting a lot of your energy and focus into this thing. With the magic, I am seeing like a transmutation process going on for you. And with that, you're really trying to create some sort of financial security and stability for yourself. right now, and I'm seeing, yeah, to not get yourself too caught up in your work, for one thing, like to not burn yourself out, and to also not go back to these states of dissolution, these states of like suffering, because I'm feeling like you may be someone who's prone to kind of getting in depressive states possibly, or you've been in them and you're just kind of emerging from them yourself. You're trying to do something in the physical world. You're trying to gain a sense of security in yourself, stability. We have 210, so these are like completions going on here for you, like really closing out a chapter that you've been putting a lot of your energy into, really like kind of beginning to emerge right now. I do feel like you've been going through a process of like where you're realizing a lot of things, really awakening to a lot of situations in your life that have, because I'm seeing this kind of like as a depressive, like a dark night of the soul energy, where you just realized all these dark things about yourself or about your life circumstances or situations, and you're kind of on a path now where you've been kind of being guided into gaining more stability into your life and gaining more self-worth, self-value, gaining more comfort in your life, gaining more security, really, like I said, waking up to things going on around you and really trying to move on from a situation that has been suppressive in the past. Really, you've been focusing a lot of your energy into that, and you have some, know that you're not alone is what I see is important, to know that you're not alone in what you're doing. Paying attention to what is around you as well for messages, guidance, like synchronicities. We have Archangel Metatron in here, which rules like the central sun, like Christ grid, enlightenment. Yeah, enlightenment even says enlightenment. With ascension, like really accelerating your growth right now. It's like really beginning to emerge. You've been working really hard on this, doing your magic, whatever your magic is, whether that's like a literal spells or if it's just changing how you're thinking about things, changing how you're going to react and respond to things. But you've been really going through this process right now of awakening and preparing, relocating, switching things up in your life, changing things. It's like an ending and a beginning going on right now, just a transformation process. So you have a lot of healing going on right now. I do feel you have a lot of like angelic energy around you, of course, with these two cards. With like wings, like a guardian angel, to know that you're protected right now. Know that you're safe. Releasing any sort of fears in regards to your own safety and security, as in like your root chakra, how you feel safe and grounded. Grounding into the earth can be really beneficial for you right now to aid you if you are feeling ungrounded or if you're feeling scared or fearful in any way, because I'm feeling a caution right now. For the prairie dog, 3 of fossils. We have a family right here, it looks like. Just, I feel releasing any fear that's blocking you from your own like awakening and your own acceleration, your own enlightenment. Just to not block yourself from your own blessings, basically, because or let anyone else, because you know, it might not have been you. Just making sure that people around you are supportive of what you're trying to do is something that I'm really seeing for this pile. Boji stone. Channeling energy, ancient wisdom. So like a balancing point, Boji stone is like, usually you have one that you hold in one hand for the masculine and one for the feminine, so it's like a balancing between the two genders and the two elements. So like a balance of giving and receiving, a balance of acting and being receptive, you know, like I just said the same thing twice, but you are learning a lot right now in some way, and there's just kind of a need to just allow these things to release. I do feel like you're on the right path right now. You're doing what you need to do. Release any people from your life that aren't supportive of your own processes and being supportive of what you're trying to kind of create and manifest for yourself. There are situations and thoughts and beliefs and people that are going to need to be kind of released from your life for your own happiness, because there are some people in your life that might be draining to you, and it's good to pay attention to that right now and really preparing for your future. Even like I'm seeing future energy, but also remember to remain in the present, but making sure the people around you are supportive of you. Release anyone who's not beneficial to you in what you're trying to do. And I know that you know deep down what needs to be done. I feel with this pile, you know, like you're really on the right path right now. There just might be some people around you. There might be some last bits, like you've been going through this process of releasing for a while now. So let's see for pile 2, what does pile 2 need to release? So with your North Node, we have your growth. You have what's unfamiliar to you. And that's kind of what you're doing already right now. With Taurus energy, we have like fixed, stubborn, persistent energy. So it's important to also stay like dedicated to what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up on what you're doing. Keep moving towards your growth right now. With 7th house energy, we have relationships and partnerships. So remember to, you know, be sure that the people in your life are being supportive of you and you're being supportive of them, you know, because you are getting what you're giving. And that's going to be important for you to know right now. Releasing anyone from your life who, because I'm seeing this as like carrying dead weight around, kind of like things, there's just a few things that do need to be released that are just dead weight that just aren't being helpful to you anymore. What does pile 2 need to release? Venus energy is your relationships, it's your love, it's your values, your worth, what you're attracted to, your own attraction energy. And 10th house energy is your status, it's what you're seen and what you're known for, it's your reputation, your life path, your ambitions. And Aries energy is all about like the I am presence, confidence, assertion. So I'm just seeing a need to purge anyone who's not conductive on your path, who's not really aiding you and bringing like harmony in your life. There's a need to like kind of assert your boundaries in some way, and just keep following the messages that you're receiving right now is what I'm seeing for this right now. And it can even be helpful for you to do some sort of healing on yourself, like, or go somewhere. I'm just looking at this like going to a class, maybe learning some new skills, but just let these things release. You know, there's no need to go back to this, and being comfortable now in yourself. Know your worth and know your value. And, you know, Orgonite is also very good for like EMF frequencies, so lapis lazuli, knowing your truth as well. I just feel there's a need to kind of release holding back. Don't hold yourself back, don't let anyone hold you back. Get with those people who are going to be helpful with you and like who also want to do what you're doing. I'm like looking at my my carnelian will also be helpful for you. That's a crystal, but I'm looking at this citrine a lot right now, and I know there's citrine in here, so it's like, and that's like a merchant stone. That's like really keeping you focused on what you want to achieve. So like, just stay focused on what you want right now. Really keep visualizing that. Don't hold yourself back. don't be afraid of your own magic, and don't be afraid of your own power. And that's really the message that I have for you. Like, I'm giving you permission. You give yourself this permission to do what it is that you came here to do. Don't hold yourself back anymore. Just go after it. Go after it. Know your worth. Know that you're worth it. Find those people who are your people. And that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please leave me a comment. I would love to read it, and I'll see you next time. Hello to everyone who chose this dolphin. So we have, what do you need to release is the inquiry, is the question. So we have believe. So maybe you've got some beliefs that are holding you back that you need to release right now. Rose quartz, selenite, copper, and howlite. There's just a need to believe in yourself and believe in the thing that you're trying to manifest, and not lower your standards because you have this belief that it's too high and too far away for you to achieve. And like, really love what you're trying to do. Love yourself unconditionally, like really nurture that thing that you're doing, type of thing. So I see that you are kind of like, you've had a lot of responsibility on you, and it's like you're really feeling burnt out, and you don't know if you can go anymore. You don't know if you have that last bit of you. You're just like, I don't know, like I've done all this. I don't know if I can keep going at this point, and you're just kind of focusing on that like ship that has sailed away. While you still have these golden roses, it's just kind of like focusing on what you've lost, focusing on what's not there. And there's really a need to believe in this. Turn around and take a look at that rose behind you. Like, let those things go, let that ship sail. Remember this, remember that rose. Whatever this rose is for you, this could be like, if this is dealing with a person even, like, just remember what you have. Remember your integrity, remember what makes you valuable. Just remember that thing that you have that is so valuable to you. And I do feel that these are things that are going back to when you were a child. Beliefs, like things that are kind of been told to you, like, oh, you can't do that. Like, even people around you, like, can be an example of just being so overwhelmed and so overburdened and so overworked and just really sacrificing a lot of their energy away trying to do all this stuff for others or for something that they don't want to do it for. And you might have like looked at that as a child and been like, oh, I guess this is like what life is, like this is what you believe now at this point. I really focus on butterfly energy is like freedom. This is like a need for freedom. Being like a feeling of like being restrained and like just wanting to break free from the restriction. So for some of you, this can have to do with a relationship. Like you might be focusing on things in your relationship that are like really negative parts of your relationship, but there's still very wonderful parts of your relationship. For others of you, there's a relationship in your life that you gotta let that ship sail. Like, there is, yeah, that need for intimacy and trust too. Because I feel like for some of you, you might not believe in yourself. You might, be kind of, I thought it heard like codependency. You might feel like you need someone else in your life to help you, or that you need someone in your life who isn't supportive of you in some way, and you're just really trying to keep things up. But you have like some things from your childhood that really need to be worked through, like some beliefs. So with the Seeker of Fossils, this is basically like the Knight of Pentacles, the Llama right here. So this is like Virgo energy. This is the energy of like staying very dedicated to something, working really hard on something, taking a lot of action steps in like your work and in your life, trying to gain like some sort of financial or physical growth or security, whether that's, you know, work, health, or routine. And there's a need to really believe and trust in yourself and what you're doing right now, because I feel like you just have a lot of self-doubt right now and confusion on what you're working on, and this is stemming from like when you were a child and like what people have said to you, or even what people in your relationships have said to you sometimes. But there's like that need for trust. I'm seeing a lot, a need to believe and a need to trust, overcoming doubts, insecurities, and patience. And more butterflies. It's like really a need to just allow yourself to be free and childlike. Not being, not just focusing on everything that's going wrong for you or everything that's not going how you want it to go. Because you have so many gifts, and I'm feeling like you're not seeing those gifts that you have right now. And there's like, need to shift in that perspective. Like, you have so much. So crystals can be beneficial for you right now in some way, to help you in releasing and to help you and aid you in believing in yourself and finding those kind of past fears, or helping you to gain more confidence and freedom in yourself. Like, one crystal I'm seeing, mystic merlinite right here. Merlinite is very good for getting into the subconscious mind. Looking at crystals like that are going to be, that aid you in like kind of going into your past and bringing up, there's one I'm thinking of called Quantum Quattro. But anyway, all I'm saying is that crystals can be beneficial for you in this process, but you don't need to use crystals. This can be something that is just going to aid you in finding those beliefs in yourself, and crystals that are going to, things that help you trust yourself more, things that bring you more of a sense of freedom in some way. So that for you could be something else. It could be like, it could even be exercising for you. Like, there's just doing that thing that brings you more relaxation and trust in yourself. Inner beauty and blessing. So like, this is like becoming crystalline yourself. I'm seeing like, thinking of like light body. I don't know if any of my viewers know what like awakening your light body is, but I'm seeing that you becoming like a crystalline kind of being, and you need to just kind of trust what's going on right now and seeing your inner beauty and what a blessing you are. Because I do feel like this is having to do with you and your own doubts and your own insecurities, and there's just a need to believe in yourself and to trust yourself and to see your light and to see your beauty and to see how valuable you are and what a blessing you are in this world, and that how valuable the work that you do is to everyone, and not feeling like comparing yourself to other people and being like, oh, like I'm not good enough, I'm nothing compared to these people. Just do what you love. Focus on, like, for me, I love crystals, okay? I love crystals. So to me, this is kind of like saying to really work on that thing that you love and just believe and trust in it. Trust in the messages you receive. Trust in yourself. Allow yourself more relaxation. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to do what you love, and really just trust in that. Release those things. Release anyone's opinions, what anyone says. Release those things from you that are holding you back from doing what you love and believing in yourself. See what a blessing you are. See how beautiful you are. And dolphins, dolphins are like very healing. They're like, they speak telepathically. I do have a feeling that you are someone who's probably pretty intuitive, or in some way has like an understanding or a knowing of people in some way. Like, you're sensitive. You're sensitive in some way. And other people's opinions, what other people say, can really get to you. And there's just that need to shift things back to self and believe in yourself, that you can do what you love. See how valuable you are, see how beautiful you are, see how important you are. It's not how like toxic comparisons. So what does pile 3 need to release? With Sagittarius energy, this is belief. This is your philosophies, you know, the way that you kind of see the world, your perception. Wisdom, higher knowledge, law, long distance travels, gurus. Second house energy has to do with your possessions, your worth, your values. And Jupiter is more like luck, expansion, higher knowledge, beliefs. So there's really this need to believe in yourself and to release these beliefs that have been from childhood. And these can even be relief. You need relief from these beliefs. Really, you need to relax. Anyway, these can be beliefs that you're seeing reflected to you also in your relationships, or you're seeing your partner going through the same thing in some way, or these could be beliefs pushed onto you from a partner, or these could even be beliefs about relationships passed on to you from when you were a child in some way, you know, however these relationships are involved, or even relationships can be beneficial for you, like there's a need to have more trust in your relationships. Or it can be a need like this relationship is a ship that needs to sail a ship. There's just this need to rejuvenate yourself. Take a bit of a relax, take a sip of some water. Anyway, let's move on now. And yes, of course, second house energy is about your own self-worth and your own value. So for pile 3, what do they need to release? Pluto is death, it's rebirth, it's transformation. There's a need to get to the heart and the soul of the matter and to see how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, what a blessing that you are to this world. Ninth house energy, we got your beliefs again. It's your beliefs. It's your beliefs. We got all 3 of them, Sagittarius, Jupiter, and ninth house. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are a blessing. Overcome doubts, insecurities, and have patience with yourself too. Don't be hard on yourself. It doesn't gotta be like that. You don't gotta overwhelm yourself. Like, just chill with it, relax, okay? You know, take a sip of some water with some apple cider vinegar in it. Very cleansing. Crystalline beauty. Okay. Capricorn energy is very serious, it's hardworking, it's disciplined. So just, you know, there's a need to relax. Just believe and relax. You got this. You got this. Do what you love. You got this. It comes so natural to you. Like, there's no need to put so much stress on yourself, because this is so natural to you. You can do it. You know, I believe in you. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile 3. I hope that this was helpful. Please like the video. Leave me a comment if this was helpful or you enjoyed in some way.